all the work that we put in, the scheme that we have, who we are as players, the amount of talent that we have, we should be dominating games rather than just winning games. And there's a difference. You can tell when you beat a team, you dominate a team. Today we just won, and there's too many games this season where we just won. I feel like once we start clicking and executing for 60 minutes, that's when we'll begin dominating teams.
It seemed like you guys were starting to that one drive in the third quarter. The running game was working really well, and then it kind of fell off. What do you think happened there?
We just have to be consistent, regardless of what the calls are. We trust Coach Reese, and we just have to we just got to protect. We got to trust the wide receivers. We got to trust the running back. Got to trust the quarterback. So we just have to execute. That's what it comes down to.
But on that drive, did you feel like maybe starting to dominate? I mean, just getting 19, 16, 35, you had all those big runs in that drive.
We definitely felt like that. We just have to keep it going throughout the game.
How big was that drive when you look at it, when you win by 3 points and that was worth a field goal?
It was big hindsight, but we thought that was going to be our first points of meaning in the second half, but we just didn't execute as we should have.
This week, it seemed like Coach Saban trying to send some messages, kind of implying like focus, making sure you guys are practicing right. Like, did you kind of feel like earlier in the week that just wasn't maybe at the high execution you guys are used to having practice?
Yeah, we just need to execute a lot better earlier on in the week, you know. But that's going to come with experience and time. We didn't have a bad week of practice at all, but we just got to be better, or we'll have the results like we did today.
Can you pinpoint a root cause for some of the just lack of execution and some of the stuff?
Well, we lost intensity in the second half, you know, and that's what it really boils down to. We just have to keep, like you said, that drive when we had those big runs, we just have to carry those on.
So when you say you lose intensity, what do you think is the cause of that? Like when you start with, like, can you sense that you're losing the intensity? Like, what's the issue there?
Not necessarily. It's just lack of attention to detail. When you lose attention to detail, you don't execute as often. It's all good.
How do you fix that? How do you fix those kind of, losing that intensity, losing that?
Well, it really starts with the leaders on the team, and as one of the leaders, we just have to keep everybody engaged in the game. You know, not get complacent, not get comfortable, and just keep going.
I'm not sure if you knew, but in the game today, Will Reichard set the SEC all-time scoring record.
Really?
So what can you tell me about Will? What does he mean to the team?
He's very consistent, and Will has saved us a lot of times. He's won us a lot of games, just like today. Like, we don't win without that field goal that he had. So we're very proud of Will. He's always consistent, always on time. He's really a key leader on this team, and we're very lucky to have him.
In that post-game talk that Coach Saban gave to you guys, how would you kind of describe his demeanor or vibe?
He just wants us to win. He doesn't just want us to win. He wants us to beat teams, you know? And all we did today was win. We got to beat teams.
So would you say happy, disappointed, relieved? Like, how would you describe his emotion after the game?
I say relieved, because we were relieved to win the game instead of being happy that we beat the other team.
Is that something you guys can build off of when this game's maybe a little closer than people thought it was going to be? Like, can you roll that into the next
you could build off of every game, you know? Coach told us that this is a team that wasn't just going to come in and lay down. All the games that they lost were winnable games. They came down to the last drive, and evidently ours did too. So we just have to be better and finish the game.
So about the relief in winning, I wonder if that's at all similar feeling to going to USF and having a close game because of the reaction you guys had to that afterward. Do you sense a common theme there, or do you think those are two separate things?
I think it was a common theme. Just we were relieved to win USF. Like, we shouldn't have been in that kind of game. We're relieved to win this game because we let them back in the game. You know, we just have to put teams out.
Is this a team that can dominate other teams?
This current Bama team?
Yeah.
Of course. We've shown it in drives, in quarters, but what we have to do is do it for 60 minutes. So we are definitely capable of dominating teams. We just have to put it together for 60 minutes.
At the end of this game, it's a win. Do you walk out with your head held high with the win, or there's, how are you walking out of this game?
We're walking out with our head held high because, like I said, Arkansas is not a bad team at all. It's in the SEC best conference of football, so a win is a win. You have 24 hours to enjoy it, and then we're on to the next team.
What do you think of the way Proctor and Pritchett have both got extended playing time today?
I'm very proud of both of those guys for how they prepared during the game, and they're just going to get better with more experience.
Big picture, how far has this team come as a win 4 straight games? Do you feel like you guys are heading in the right direction, or does today feel like a big setback?
We are heading in the right direction, but like I said, it's a common theme. We have to do it for 60 minutes. You know, we had a lot of great drives, a lot of great plays. If we just put that together for 60 minutes, that's how we get to playing Alabama football, and that's just dominating.
Tyler, sorry if you've been asked this already, but in terms of handling the pass rush, obviously it's not all on the offensive line, it's not all on one person, but just at this point, where do you guys feel that you guys can fix things still? I mean, where's that frustration at in terms of finding ways to stop pass rushers?
I mean, we just got to be more consistent. We have to have a better technique. We have to be a lot more communicative throughout the line. And we got to do whatever we have to do to stop the quarterback from getting hit. Like that kills us in the offensive line. We don't want to see our quarterback get hit. So we just have to be a lot more consistent and be better in that area of the game.
You guys have obviously rotated different guys at different spots in the offensive line. Do you feel like you have like continuity at this point? Like, are you building a rapport with all those guys, or switching guys in and out? Does that create challenges?
It doesn't create challenges because everybody who plays is ready to play. Like just like me last year, I was ready to play, so I played. So everybody that's getting an opportunity, they have earned the right to play. So we have a lot of reps during practice to get that continuity, as you said. And it's just up to those guys, whoever's in the game, to execute and do their job at a high level.
What is it like competing every week in practice against this defense and kind of molding you guys on that offensive line?
Competing against this defense every week definitely gets us better. You know, like day to day, that's why you come to Alabama. You go against the best to become the best. So I'm very lucky to have this defense, very blessed to have this defense to get us better week in and week out, and I'm glad that we have the opportunity to get them better as well.
How much do you feel in terms of protecting the quarterback? How much do you think it's just guys need to win more one-on-one, or is it scheme, like what other defenses are doing? What do you think is the source of some of those issues?
We just have to be better overall. One-on-one scheme, just being in the right position. So we got to be better overall.
Kind of go big picture, what does the fourth quarter program do for you guys in training, just learning what the standard is here, kind of just getting mentally prepared for what's expected of you?
The fourth quarter really just allows you and creates the mindset that you have to go beyond what you think your body can go. You know, your mind can take you so much further, but you just can't think about being tired. You can't think about how you feel in the moment. You know, you just have to keep pushing and persevering.
Proctor and Pritchett both had moments today where they struggled a little bit. When you tell both those guys on the sideline after plays like that?
Next play. There's nothing you can do about it now.
And you guys, I mean, there were moments where you guys gave Jalen time, he had time to make those big passes, and that's happened in other games too. Do you guys try to focus on some of that too, just to almost see a positive side of things, so that you can make sure, like, yeah, we can do a good job with this?
Definitely, we do look at those positive moments, but playing as an offensive lineman, we always catch the blame for not protecting, you know, for giving up those sacks. That's what's always noticed, and not the amount of time that Jalen has when he does create those big plays, you know. But at the end of the day, that's the job that we signed up for, and we have to be consistent.
Thanks, Tyler.
Appreciate it.